And we're live. Welcome to the OUYACast, episode 19, recorded on Saturday, June 21st, 2014. Your weekly source for the latest news, games, and hacks for OUYAns everywhere. I'm Brandon from OUYAcentral.tv.
And I'm Steve from OUYAbrew.com. Thanks for joining us again for episode 19. We're almost there, man. 20 episodes.
Man,
I'm excited.
me too. I can't believe it. We got this far.
I'm going to go buy myself a cake and then eat it in the bathroom alone so nobody can look at me while I'm doing it.
A OUYA cake? Should be looking like a OUYA.
I didn't say that. I just said a cake. I'm not picky, man. Cake is cake.
Yeah, that's true.
What's funny is I actually don't even like cake that much. But
anyway, something to talk about. Just eat cake.
Why not? So, what do you got in the news today, sir?
Yeah, we got. I tell you, I don't know how to say this developer's name, but they got a Ouya summer sale brought to you by the guys that made Mira, Moon, and Photonica. They're both 50% off, and you're looking at it right there. Hopefully, right there on the Ouya. It's the OUYAcast, and we have Mira Moon EP. $5.
I think it's called Photonica is how you pronounce it. I could be wrong, but I think that's what it's pronounced like.
Right. Okay, so Photonica.
Yeah. Which, yeah, if you guys are looking at the OUYAcast live, you'll notice that Mr. Brandon over at OUYAcentral.tv has got his awesome Elgato capture streaming now so that you guys can see what we see. Which is, I don't know if you guys saw the tweet before, but I was watching him play Doom GLES before the show, and we were talking about that and how to get the additional Doom WAD files loaded on, things like that. So
yeah, and then I tried it last week. I was messing around with it, and I finally got it to work. And then today I was messing with it, and it wasn't working, but then I just turned it off, turned it back on, and voila. So this is the OUYAcast live, streaming straight from the Ouya.
Now you get to see all the cool stuff you play.
And the Photonica is $250, and it's on sale until June 24th. So that's cool.
Which is, let's see if I can figure this out, Tuesday.
Most of the time.
That's kind of a in the sale, but all right.
At least it's, I think I'm pretty sure, I don't know when this started, but I remember it being like earlier this week. So it's probably been a week on sale.
You know what's interesting about Photonica is I've wanted to play that game since I saw it initially released, and for some reason I just have not gotten around to downloading it. But like, it looks so awesome. I mean, it's kind of like Temple Run, but like Tron style, like it's the whole wire thing. I love that. That's so.
Right.
No. You know what it reminds me of? Do you remember that movie in the '90s, Lawnmower Man?
No.
Okay. Well,
don't ever ask me about movies. Every movie you try to ask me about, I say no.
you need to get educated, son. That was a great movie for its time. But yeah. Lawnmower Man. It was based off a Stephen King movie or a Stephen King book. Actually, the book had nothing to do with the movie whatsoever. But that's kind of what it reminds me of.
It had to do with a guy cutting grass?
It was about a guy who was like a simpleton, and he was a lawnmower man, and then like this scientist found him and hooked him up to all these virtual reality machines, and he like got really smart, and he ended up basically like absorbing himself into this whole like network type thing, and it was just like a crazy movie like that. But the graphics on this remind me a lot of that, so.
That's cool. I got all these ones that you're talking about. I gotta check them out.
I'm saying, man. See, this is why you're so much better at doing this cool stuff with Ouya, like your Elgato capture, because you spend all your hard, fought for time to do cool stuff for Ouya, and I'm just watching movies. I probably watched like 2 movies today, so.
Yeah, it's your off day. You enjoy your day off.
You would think that, but I actually did a lot of work on Ouya today, so hopefully it pays off next week.
Yeah, speaking of hard work on Ouya, as you might, well, I know you noticed, and some other people might have noticed, Uh, I'm working on OUYACentral.tv 2.0, and working on updating the site, trying to get it more. There was a few things that didn't work on the site, so completely just redoing everything and trying to add some new features. Trying to add like a forums so people could come in and post post their mods and stuff. They can every post, if you like the post, you can heart the post, and then for every view on the post, it gets calculated, and then there's like a trending bar on the side that you can see what's trending, what's what people are looking at on OUYACentral.tv. Um, can't think of anything else. Still gonna have like games and apps, uh, trailers, reviews, and speaking of reviews, we got uh, Super Hexagon, like we talked about last week, got coming to the OUYACentral.tv via Ouya Brew, thanks to Steve, and that's coming also. I wanted to try to get the site up live today for the right here now for the OUYAcast, but unfortunately I wasn't able to do that. But I've it's only I kind of wasn't really planning it, but it just happened. So it's actually going smoother than I thought. So it'll be up soon, real soon.
Well, that's pretty awesome. Well, there's two things I want to say about that. Number one, um, you know, we obviously do reviews on our site, and you focus more on like the games and
The news.
the news and things like that. So very happy to see you jumping into the reviews as well. Um, it's a beast. I'll let you know that because it's one thing to sit back and play a game and be like oh my god this is terrific or oh man this game sucks, but to try to figure out a way to express that to other people and
All right.
not sound like like it's your first day at school kind of thing. It's
Hmm.
it's a different thing. I tell you, I struggle with it just about every day, but good luck. If you need help, I'll be over here.
Well, I just steal all the reviews from your site and just post them on my site.
Oh, okay. Oh, that works. That
I
works.
I'll give you credit though.
Well, the second thing is, now that you're doing this to your site, of course, that's going to have to make me at some point, update Ouya Brew, and I just can't have you looking better than me. I mean, equal, that's fine, but you're already better looking site than mine, so now I'm really behind the times. So I'm gonna have to get on my game here and get my site updated, looking nice and pretty, polished.
Yeah, I could help you out with that too.
Oh, there you go. See, so
One hand washes the other.
so we'll trade reviews for helping with the site looking good. Nice.
Yeah.
So I know that one of Ouya's big hits, actually the biggest hit that Ouya's had is the Towerfall game, right? Or has it
Right.
changed since then?
Yeah, I think Towerfall is what what kickstarted helped kickstart the Ouya.
Yeah,
And
so that game came out, and I understand that there's supposed to be some sort of free update that comes along with the purchase of Towerfall.
yeah, that's correct. The Towerfall Ascensions, I guess it's going to be an update. Um, I don't know if it's that's the name of the update, and it's coming free, and it's free with the if you already purchased it, and it's supposed to be it was supposed to be coming this week. Oh, not this week. This month of June. It was supposed to be 3 months after the release on PC and PS3. Um, but it's still coming, and it's the wait will be a little bit longer, according to the at Play Ouya Twitter account, and so that's coming straight from Ouya. So I know they probably have it, and they're probably helping the developer get it ready to come to Ouya. So that's good to hear.
Which is interesting to me because the guys who developed the Towerfall game, and I,
I think it's well, yeah. You said guys. I think it's just one guy,
well,
Matt.
I was speaking figuratively here, man.
Okay, okay. But yeah,
But
go ahead. I'm
they,
sorry to
you know,
interrupt you.
they basically, and this is just a feeling that I get. It doesn't mean that this is true. I'm not trying to like cause beef where there is none, but it
Hmm.
seemed to me like they kind of got a little bit passive aggressive with Ouya in that they were basically telling everybody, well, yeah, we only sold 7,000 copies on Ouya and, whatever, whatever. But when we moved to Xbox, we sold, 100 trillion billion copies. And it just seemed like they were like kind of biting the hand that fed them in a way for a little bit. And maybe I took that the wrong way because of how big of a fan of Ouya I am, obviously.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. It kind of left a bad taste in my mouth. I kind of felt like they were putting Ouya on blast for a minute there, and I was just kind of like, I don't really, dig that at all. And so the fact that they're coming back to Ouya with this Towerfall Ascension upgrade, um, maybe they're kind of just bringing it back around and appreciating Ouya for everything that they've done
Right.
to get them on the map. But that's just my thoughts, and whenever I have outlandish thoughts like that, I try to make sure everybody knows it's just my opinion. But
All right. But I don't know if you read it on an article if it was coming from them, but I remember on Twitter like just everybody else mentioning that. And I don't think it was coming from the developer. But
no, and you're right. It was just that they like when okay, so like if you get a number and you're saying like I sold 7,000 games, clearly when you go on like one of the big three systems, Sony's PlayStation, Microsoft Xbox, or Nintendo Wii or Wii U, whatever,
right,
you're going to sell more. They obviously have a bigger audience. Nobody's denying that, but
right,
it's kind of like I feel like if you throw out Ouya's number, like, oh, well, I made this many sales on Ouya, it's going to always be taken like, oh, well, Ouya is bad because they only made you this many sales. But, everybody knows that Ouya it's a great console and it's filled with great games, but obviously they have not reached that, massive hold that Sony and Microsoft and Nintendo have on the market. So I just felt it was a little unfair. That's all. But
mhm, right. Yeah. Uh, I mean, I think it was what 20% of all his revenue, 20% came from Ouya. So I mean,
hmm
that's good.
oh yeah. I mean, obviously, if he's coming back with the with the upgrade expansion and all that, he's still happy with Ouya. So uh, hey, it
Right.
is what it is, as I often say during these during our Ouya cast. But Um, speaking of another game, this is a game I've been waiting to talk about for quite a while. Have you had a chance to play the Kickstarter demo of Explosive Dinosaurs?
No, but I'm downloading it right now, as you can see.
No, I
And
can't see. Let's do it. Go.
oh, it's finished. Let's play. It's installing. Bam.
So while you're doing that, I'm gonna give everybody a little bit. I'm sorry. I've been like I'm just gonna say this right now. My throat has been like a desert wasteland today. I don't know what it is, but I just cannot freaking drink enough water. So I apologize if I sound a little raspy. But anyway, so this demo has a total of 6 mini games, right? And they're all not all, but most of them are based off of other types of like classic arcade games. So it's only multiplayer. You have to have two or more controllers to play. Which hopefully they'll add an online multiplayer at some point. But uh, their first game that they have is called Asteroid Blasters, and basically it's kind of like Missile Command. Have you played that?
Hello?
Are you still there?
Yeah.
Okay.
What happened?
I don't know. I was talking, and then you just said hello.
I did. Oh, my bad.
Alrighty then. Have you played Missile Command?
No.
And
Oh,
you don't watch movies. You don't play classic arcade games.
yeah. I play Mystical, and that's like with the yeah. You got to shoot the rockets that are coming down to hit Earth, right?
Exactly. So it's kind of like that, except for you don't have any bases, and that's their first mini game is asteroid blasters. Now the thing about this is you can only hit your color asteroids that are coming down. You can't hit any of the other ones, otherwise you lose points. And they also throw down mines at you. If you hit a mine, like you explode and you're out of the game for a little bit. And then there's a game called Headbang, which is basically like you jump on top of everybody else's heads, and the person who racks up the most points wins, which is fun. Let's see. Number 3 was Highway to Extinction, which is just like Frogger, which you've played. Yes, please tell me yes. You're not even listening to me, are you? I'm so disappointed in you,
No, I'm
Brandon.
I'm, I'm sorry. I'm hearing you talk, and then I'm hearing this gameplay audio in my headphones. So I'm like, what game would you just say?
Have you played Frogger?
Yeah, I played Frogger.
Okay, so their mini game Highway to Extinction's exactly like Frogger. Yeah, you're trying to like get across a bunch of like dinosaurs going up and down lanes of traffic. Pretty fun because you're trying to race everybody else, to get across to the end. And the one thing I don't like about it is you explode the second you even kind of touch another dinosaur. There's like no room for error there. Um, yeah, so let's see. There's 3 more games. There's Lamberger Hill, which basically there's a bunch of sheep with like explosives attached to their back. You have to. They show where the sheep are for like 5 seconds, and then they disappear, and you have to remember where they are and kind of navigate your way without hitting them, or you explode. Lava Escape, you just have to run faster than everybody else. And Space Boomers is probably the funnest game. You have to do like a dog fight type, you basically have like I think it's like a jetpack or something like that on, and you just dogfight everybody else, and the last man standing wins. So a lot of really, really fun games on that Kickstarter demo, and they have a lot of other, I think, mini games coming for the official version, but that's if it gets funded. So we'll see. Hopefully it does. It looks like a really awesome game.
What are they at now?
Let's see. They are at.
Yeah,
Whoa.
yeah.
Wow, that's not good. Well, they're at $1,015 out of $20,000. So
Hmm.
I don't know when this kicked off. No, it kicked off June 13th. That's over a week ago. Well, okay, people. Time to dig deep.
Reach into your wallet and throw your
help
money at.
help them. Well, they're also trying to go for. I think it's a Steam green light, and also they're going to try to go on iOS. I don't know if that's also Steam, if Steam's even on iOS, to be quite honest with you. But they're not just coming to Ouya, but I think their main focus is Ouya. So
Right.
that's what I'm hoping anyway.
They're trying to get that free the funds, get the extra dough,
That's right.
free
I
the
like their
game
trailer
fund.
too. It's kind of cool. It's like a grindhouse trailer.
Right. I mean, that's the one thing about Kickstarter. Like, I don't understand it. Like some games get like the Ouya got tremendous amount of money thrown at it, and then some games that people just don't care about them, and then some games people do like. So I don't know.
Well, I mean, it's all about how you present it. I saw a post one time that said something like they basically somebody analyzed like the top Kickstarter programs and the words that they use in their Kickstarter campaign, and
Hmm.
then they broke it down. They said if you use these words, you're X amount more percent likely to be funded or whatever. And it's actually really interesting to me that these guys have only done $1,000 worth of pledges. It really is because they've been contacting Ouya Brew for like,
Yeah, they've been doing.
gosh, months and months. They've been trying to keep us up to date.
Yeah, I got emails from them too. Yeah, they've been trying to get everywhere, let everybody know about it.
Yeah.
And that's
Oh,
that's the way to do it.
yeah, exactly, man. Stand by your product. Go with it.
Hmm.
They're in
Um,
Barcelona, Spain. I just noticed that.
yeah, and I'm on the Kickstarter page where most of all the Ouya games are, either says, funding unsuccessful or funded and stuff. And I don't understand it. There's a lot of good games that had good concepts that, just didn't get funded, and some that did, and some that did got funded quite a bit. Uh, Gridiron Thunder did get, and Gridiron, no, Full Court Thunder. I got a cold,
Yeah, me too.
but
Something in my throat.
I mean, at least they came. They did. They fulfilled their promise. They came out with a game for Ouya, and theirs was done. It was, back in September of 2013, and there's been other games that got funded back in, even back further. Back in, there's a game here, funded in December of 2012, and that game I don't even think is on Ouya, and it said it was coming to Ouya. So I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, man, it's really just a crapshoot. I mean, I wish I knew what it was that would get people funded for Ouya games, but you know, it's. I mean, at the end of the day, it's just one of those things where it's like, hey, if you have a good game, you're gonna get the money. I mean,
Right.
plain and simple. We've talked to how many devs, since we started our respective websites, and all these guys are successful because they have good content, and that's really what it's all about. Make a good game, do whatever you can to make sure that the people know about it. Especially talk to Ouya. Bob Mills, Jared Yeager. We talked to them both incredibly great guys, and their jobs. Well, part of their jobs. I'm not gonna say their whole job is to talk to devs and get their games released on the Ouya. So, do what you can, but use every resource. I guess is what I'm saying, and make sure that your content's solid, and you'll be all right.
Yeah, I mean, there's quite a few games that I'm looking at here that didn't get funded, or either they canceled it because they figured they weren't going to make it. Um, but I mean, there's a lot of good games that look, I guess, I mean, it's just the time and money that they have to put into it to come out with it, and they just can't do it without being, kickstarted.
Yeah, I mean, there definitely are some games that's just like, wow, man, how did you not get funded? Like Pharaoh Rogue, I could not believe that they did not get funded. That game is amazing.
Hmm.
I honestly, for the life of me, do not understand how they did not get their funding. That is such an awesome game,
I
and
mean,
yeah, I think they're going to try again, but you
right.
know,
I don't know. I can't understand it. It baffles me because I mean, look how many people like threw money at the Ouya. Where are they at now? There's all these games. Come on, throw some more money towards, to help Ouya.
yeah, man, you
Okay,
guys
they
are
got.
happy when there's 100 games on there, and there's what almost 850 now.
Look at their. Okay, they funded the device, but now they don't want to fund the games for it. So how can you play a game or play a game? How can you play a game on the Ouya if there's no games on the Ouya? Come on now.
Hmm.
It was, which reminds me of like a Twitter post I saw that they were tweeting at Feiju and in Amazing Frog. They had a Ouya console and a Ouya controller, but there was no TV. They're like, how are you supposed to play Ouya if there's no TV? It's funny.
Nice.
And they were like, Feiju responded and say, well spotted or something. So they're probably okay. Let's add a TV in there. It was funny.
Heck yeah. Well, let's see here. Speaking of developing games, we did a post. I forget what day it was. I want to say it was Wednesday or Thursday about this new development tool that we kind of got a little bit of a look at. It's called Godot app, or it's called Godot Game Engine actually,
Right.
and it's basically just I I tried loading it, and it's like a small file, but it looks like the same thing as like Unity. It's kind of like a 3D engine, with like the whole 3D workspace and all that. But I couldn't figure it out, so I think I'm gonna have to look at
Okay.
the documentation and try to see what's going on with it.
So, cause like, all right, I'm not nowhere near a developer, but I know okay, there's game engines, and then there's like game development programs. Is it how what's the difference? Like, oh, I know there's a difference, but like, is it an engine to make a game with like something else, or is that like a development program?
Well, there's development programs and there's game engines. So, um, for example, like Unreal has its own game engine,
Right.
um, but I'm sure you could use the Unreal Engine with other development programs, like maybe
Okay.
I don't know if like Visual Studio
Or
has,
Game Maker.
yeah, Game Maker, something like that.
Or what's the other one that I
Like Unity, I don't know if Unity is technically its own engine as well, or if it's just the front end development program. I'm not sure about that. I'm pretty sure it's its own engine, but yeah, you got me on that one.
yeah
So
we're not developers.
the way that they show this one though, they say it's called the Godot game engine,
Right.
and but it also has a front end piece to it where you can develop as well. So it seems
Okay.
to me like it's mostly code based. Unity has a lot of like
Visual.
really nice visual stuff.
Hmm.
So maybe a little bit more difficult on that range, but yeah, it's going to take me a little bit of time just to even kind of see how this thing works, and hopefully it works easier because I'm just itching to develop something and I just don't know how. I wish I did.
Well, well, there's two things I wanted to say. I saw your post about this, and I read the article and stuff, and you were saying, or yeah, you were saying that they said that it's an open source game engine where developers can help contribute to that community of adding stuff and trying to help it grow. Um, I thought that was pretty neat. And then also, speaking of game development, we spoke last week about Ouya coming up, with they're developing a game, and I believe the game that they're developing in their developer hangout open hours open office hours this week, they mentioned that they're doing like a video series and showing like they're gonna once they get it finished and then they get it all together and start posting. I guess I don't know if they can do little episodes here and there or just one big one all together, but that they're gonna show step by step on how to develop for the Ouya, and I thought that was pretty cool. That they're coming up with something together within them, and they're gonna share it with everybody to show how easy it is to develop for Ouya.
That would definitely be nice to see. There's a lot of really great tutorials out there. I mean, there
Right.
really are. My favorite series is by Brackeys. It's brackeys.com, and terrific, terrific set of tutorials. But I kind of my problem is I just follow the steps. I don't learn.
Right.
So, they're like, "Oh, well, here's how you create the Pong game. You make this, you make that. Okay, now let's go into your script." And the script is always where I lose it because I can make all the visual elements no problem, but as soon as you start scripting them, like, and the thing is, I have like previous script knowledge. I know how to program in C sharp very well, a little bit in Visual Basic, but a lot of these developers, they do their stuff in JavaScript, and I don't know JavaScript. So all I can do is follow along, and they're like, "Oh, okay, well, you type this here," so I type that there. Okay, now type this here, and then open the parentheses and close. I'm like, okay, so I follow them exactly,
All right.
and I come up with exactly what they come up with. But then if I try to make something myself, there's no tutorial for what's in my head that I want to
Right.
make. So
Right.
it's very difficult, if you
Yeah.
don't know the language, and I think that's my biggest hurdle anyway. I don't know about any other developers, and if you guys are listening live, which I hope you are, you can of course use our Q&A feature on the Google Plus Hangout. Ask us questions or just talk to us, and we'll respond back. But yeah, so that's what I experience, and I've got so many ideas that I want to come up with and do. I know last week we even kind of played around a little bit with a game idea and things like
Yeah.
that. But it's all about the experience, and you just got to do it, and that's why I respect J&K so much, because that guy, he's just like, it doesn't matter if it's a terrific game, it doesn't matter if it's a stupid game. I just want to make a game and release it and have fun. And I really think that's really the way to go.
Right. And speaking of J&K, let me. I apologize. I was gonna play that explosive dinosaurs, but like the audio is just I can't hear just Steve while he's talking at the same time, and kind of a little distracting. So let me see if I can play this and kind of like in the settings lower the volume. Here we go. Turn off the sounds. Here we go. We'll play Space Clusters DX, and we'll play easy. Move your ship left and right. There it is. So this game is by oh this game right here is by J&K. This is a Games a Week guy. We talk about him on pretty much every episode. He's contributed a lot to the Ouya community.
Only because if we don't, he gets all fussy about it. We're calling you out, man. We know how you do. All right, that's cool.
Oh yeah, I'm just dying like crazy.
Yeah, you're not good at this at all, dude. So for those of you that are listening to the audio, maybe on like your iTunes or if you're not watching the video live, basically Brandon is no good at this game whatsoever. It's just like a Galaga type game, and he's just dying like every 2 seconds. It's pretty embarrassing, actually.
Yeah. I gotta delete this footage.
No, it's too late, man.
It's live.
Are they wearing cowboy hats?
I don't think so. These are spaceship aliens. And yeah, I'm just dying.
You're killing me, man. You know,
But,
what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take a screenshot of this and I'm gonna set it as my wallpaper. That's what I'm gonna do.
I'm backing out.
No, that's it. Game over. That's it.
Hey, at least I get 8 lives.
There you go.
Thanks for those lives.
Uh-huh. Hey, speaking of wallpaper, have you noticed the new wallpaper on the Ouya?
Yeah, it kind of took me by surprise. I saw people talking about it on Twitter, and then I saw it, and I was like sharing it with you, and you're like, "Yeah, it's been there." I've been working on Ouya Central, so I haven't been really playing any games.
Well, we I noticed it a couple days ago. So they changed it to. I gotta find it. It's basically an Ouya with a controller. It's got like a cool like wrapping on it. It must be like a. I don't know, one of those like skins from Decal Girl or something like that. But they have credit for who it was.
Yeah, I could back
Jack
out.
something or other.
Let me rate this good game.
It is a good game.
Jack Douglas.
Jack Douglas.
So it's right there.
So, yeah, we were looking, and what we were trying to do today is I was trying to figure out a way to change the wallpaper. I was like hacking around inside the Ouya, and yeah, I couldn't find this. I'm thinking that maybe they post like some sort of like configuration file or INI file or something like that that points to like a web server, maybe. That's really all I can think of.
I'm thinking the same thing because I know they've changed it before. Whenever they had any like I remember noticing like the Christmas time they had like a Christmas theme wallpaper, and I think that was around the Abominable Snowman update. I remember they seen the Abominable Snowman wallpaper too. So it's probably web based, pulling it from somewhere. We just got to find it.
Yeah, that would be my guess. And that brings me to my next question. and I know I'm not the only one thinking this because I've seen it on the Ouya forum several times. Why don't they let us change the wallpaper? I mean,
So
really, that's an easy thing to do. Why not just let? All right, guys at Ouya, if you're listening, let us change the wallpaper.
let us know. And I want to thank Jared Yeager. Last week we were like we were asking about the Ouya Everywhere,
Hmm.
where the game's gonna be played. You know, like how does it work? And he tweeted at us or at you and mentioned that there'll be whatever games are on the Ouya store, and if the developer wants it to be played on the Mojo, Mad Catz Mojo, it's there. So that's how it's gonna work. It's gonna be yeah, all pretty much all the games that the developer wants to, or even that's compatible, I guess. I'm trying to say, which more than likely they are, and the developer just has to maybe fix a few things, and if they want it on the Mojo, it's on the Mojo. Hey, get your game out there everywhere. Ouya everywhere.
That's right.
And which brings me back to that post you put on your site at OUYAbrew.com about the Ouya on a video shield. Like I saw that, I'm like, oh, I definitely got to try that out. I haven't
Oh
tried it out yet.
yeah.
And that's Ouya everywhere right there.
Yeah, I think they kind of hacked around that one, but I don't have a shield myself. But yeah, so apparently you can load the Ouya framework on your shield somehow and get all the games to work. So that's kind of exciting.
Yeah, that's another thing I need to play some Ouya games and try that hack out because I happen to have a shield, um, but it's just sitting there, so I gotta put it to some good use.
That's right. Well, I don't know if you also saw, but you can do the Limelight. I think it's called the Limelight app,
Hmm.
which lets you stream games to your Ouya from a computer that has like a 600 or 800 series NVIDIA card. So if you
Right.
have that, you can also do reverse streaming and put your Ouya to good use. The
Yeah.
Shield is cool, but come on, the Ouya is way better. That's all.
Yeah. If I get that to work, well, I probably will get it to work. I'm gonna try that out. Putting the Ouya on the NVIDIA Shield and trying and then syncing the controller to it, and so it'll be the Ouya with the NVIDIA Shield Tegra 4 processor. So that'll be kind of cool. I'll try
That
that out.
would be kind of cool. Yeah, see, I think, and that's the thing with the Ouya Everywhere initiative is the Ouya, and hopefully soon the Ouya 2, hint, hint, nudge, nudge, know what I mean, know what I mean. Um, so basically, what they've said, what Julie has said on a few occasions, is basically the Ouya is going to be the reference device. So no matter what a developer develops for, it's got to be minimum specs, whatever the Ouya is. Everything else is after that. It's like whatever. They can they can develop for the Mojo. They can develop for the whatever that streaming player is. I forget it because it's got such a weird name, but they can develop for basically any hardware that supports the Ouya. As long as the Ouya can do it, they can do it too. So you have to
Right.
have either equal or better specs than the Ouya, and I think obviously the NVIDIA Shield has those kind of specs because it's like ugh, last checked it was like what $400 or something like that.
What, the NVIDIA Shield?
Yeah.
It was 250 and now it's down to 200, I believe.
I thought when they first released it, it was like almost $400. Maybe I'm mistaken, but man, I thought it was like really expensive.
I can't remember when it first came out,
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, there's we everywhere. They're trying to get
The Ouya
help.
everywhere.
They're trying to get the Ouya everywhere.
So
But
as we're looking at your screen here, I'm going to pick it apart.
yeah,
What do you not have installed?
one mobile market.
Yeah, still you still don't have it installed.
Let me see. Let me see. Can I go right here? Yes, I can go right here. Let me do it right now, live. Look, I got OUYAbrew.com loaded up on my browser.
Uh,
And I really think they need to work on their browser here because I'm not trying to call y'all guys out, but I don't know. There's just you guys can do better. I know you guys can.
You know, we've tried out the Chrome browser and the Firefox browser on, oh, maybe not Chrome, but we definitely tried out the Firefox browser for sure.
You tried out
And
one of them. That was I think it was called Chrome, but I don't think it was the official one.
no, I think so. Yeah, you're right. I think we did try one that was like an unofficial,
Well,
but
right.
it works really well. I mean, you know, they have a lot more features, but yeah, and I don't know. Do you think that when the Ouya 2 comes out that they're gonna really care about the stupid browser, or I mean, who knows? I'm so excited. I want to know.
I don't know. I don't know what to
Oh,
say. Wait,
see, I don't think that's a website, dude. I think you just gotta Google it.
let me see. If I just put this in there, how would it search? Let's try this out. There we go.
Let's do a search for it real quick.
Google.
Our
Bam.
audience has nothing better to do than watch
Yep.
us.
Market.onemobile.com.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, it's like second one down probably. OneMobile.com.
There
That could be
we
that
go.
one too.
Yep, bam. Put in my
There you
external.
go.
Starting
Oh,
download. I don't know what took me so long.
11 gigs, man. What kind of external hard drive is that? Is that thumb drive?
Yeah, it's a micro thumb drive. And it's actually a 32 gig. No, that one's
How
a
much?
six. That one's
How
a
much did that
16 gig.
cost you?
$10.
Okay, well that's fair. I was gonna say for like 80 bucks you can get a 1 terabyte hard drive. Although I don't know if does the Ouya support up to a terabyte? I don't even know.
Well, we might have to try that out.
I feel like such a failure.
Why do you say stuff and you don't even know? Come on.
I know, man. I should know this stuff. Now,
Uh,
you know what's funny is I have a 1 terabyte drive here, but I don't think it's formatted correctly. So, yeah, I might not be able to try it out
just
because
just
I'm not gonna delete everything on there for sure.
just plug it in. See what
Yeah, okay.
happens.
No, no, I don't think so.
But no, like I really like these. I need to do a review on it or even just share it on Ouya Central.tv. But I really like this thumb drive because it's a micro one, so it doesn't stick out of the back of the Ouya. It's kind of like real, kind of almost not flush, but it's small enough to that you really don't notice it in the back of the Ouya. Um, if you check out my unboxing of the Ouya 1.5, the matte black one,
Oh
uh,
yeah.
the 16 gig version, I have I think yeah I have it. When I show like the front and back of the Ouya, you'll see that it's real small. On my original Ouya, I have the 16 gig uh, thumb drive, and then I have up to a 32 gig, and I have a 32 with my 16 gig version
Hmm.
Ouya, and I like the smallness of them. You know, it's the low profile. I really like that thumb drive.
Oh yeah. No, I know exactly what you're talking about, and that is so cool. And I wish that they had. I wish the Ouya had a way to expand the number of USB ports that it uses. There is like there's soldering hacks that you can do. We've covered them on Ouya
Hmm.
Brew, but I really wish there was like an easy way just to like say, okay, let's add a couple more USB ports. And I think you can even use like a USB hub, but I don't like those hanging out. So,
Right.
uh, but yeah, I mean, having that little flush uh, SD card is really nice.
And if you're watching this live or even watching this later, you guys can see how to download on your on your Ouya browser, then go download FilePwn, and then you follow the way I went, and you can see well, my download was on my USB drive, so that's how you just install the APK, install and open, and voila, we have the One Mobile Market.
Now watch it crash on you or something.
Oh, it's working.
Oh, nice. Yeah, so we do all of our apps. Well, not all of them, but most of them we do from this. They got a really like. Okay, so
The
when we
Dropbox.
very first had the Ouya, like when Ouya first got released, there was a hack that allowed you to sideload the Google Play Store.
Right.
That hack does not work anymore. We even updated our post on it saying it doesn't work. Maybe there's another one that I don't know of, but anyway, point being is we had to find something else, and this One Mobile Market, that is like the best thing we've ever seen, even better than the Amazon store because yeah, it's funny that you selected that. We got a
Uh,
review coming out on that one. Oh no, we
yeah,
already did that.
yeah. I was
Yeah,
like,
but no, so like they've it's a really slick program, and it was one of those things that was like it was almost like a bloatware, right? They were like, you have to install One Mobile Market to download this, and I was like, I don't want to install this. This is stupid, and I did it anyway, and I haven't looked back since. Really great program.
you can sync.
Yeah, it's got a lot of really cool features.
Let's see
I
my
think you might actually have like a better version than I do. I think mine's older. It doesn't look like that.
Yeah, I just went to the website and I guess I downloaded the most recent version,
Huh.
Acorn
Well,
Assault.
I'm about to update now.
And look, it's telling me that I have some updates. Let's
Yeah,
see.
I wouldn't update those.
No, I sideloaded this one from Dropbox from the Google Play Store, and then this one is from the Amazon App Store, Dead
There you
Trigger
go.
2. Um, what I've been doing uh over at Ouya Central, I haven't really been playing. Well, actually, was it last week? Yeah, actually, it was this week. Probably after the podcast last week. I went uh just on the Amazon App Store, and I was been buying games just see if they work on the Ouya, because there's quite a few games on the Amazon App Store that you can actually play with the Ouya. Um,
Oh yeah.
they have controller support. Let me go in here and I can Dead Trigger. All you have to do, it detects the controller. You go in there and you um, go to it detects the controller. You go in there and you can set every button. You kind of like gotta configure the buttons, and once you
Mhm.
did that, it's good to go. And it plays real well. Um, there's Doom and Destiny. I haven't tried that one out, but I've heard that it plays well. There's a tennis game. Um, there's just quite a few games that and even on their Amazon's website, they have games that says that work with the Amazon Fire TV controller,
Mhm.
game controller. Um, so that's the ones I've been trying out, and some of them don't work. I don't know why, but I'm just trying games and really want to find more games for the Ouya
Well, there are
unofficial.
a lot of really fun games that you can sideload. Matter of fact, the God, what is it? The Moga app that has a lot of really cool games because it's already configured to work with a controller. So you might want to sideload that as well.
Okay.
But hey, we got about 5 more minutes left in the in today's podcast. I wanted to get to you real quick with what you've been playing, whether it be on Ouya or somewhere else.
Um, what have I been playing? I've been playing. I played a little bit of what's that? What's that game?
I don't know.
I just had a brain fart.
Is that what that smell is?
Ugh. What game was that? Battlefield Hardlines. It's the beta for PC,
Okay.
and they have the beta out for PS3, I believe, right now. And trying that out. They have I guess a cops and robbers type of game mode where you have to there's like a bank, and you gotta either take the money from the bank and bring it to the police deposit, or if you're the bad guy, you take it to your deposit on the other side of the map. And what you can also do if you're a cop or even if you're a robber, you can go to the enemy side and try to steal their money and bring it back to your side. So there's like
Nice.
it's kind of cool game mode that I thought was pretty cool.
That's pretty sweet. I'll have to try that one out. I myself have been playing this game on the Ouya, Slashers, the Power Battle.
Oh yeah,
I
that's
love
that
this
Street
game.
Fighter game.
Yeah, man, it's so awesome. I don't know
Yeah.
why. Like, it's just like I can't get enough of this game. It's all. I mean, it's just it brings me back to like arcade style, beat 'em up, fighter type games, and I just I don't know. I love it. I love the fact that they have like a move list that you can reference in the middle of the game, and it's really cool. If you haven't played it yet, get it.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
worth it.
just, yeah, I'm definitely gonna try that out.
Yeah. So, hey man, I think let's see here. I'm gonna check, but I think we're almost at 50 minutes, and I know we kind of promised each other here that we would
Kind of
keep
keep
it
it
under
short.
our hour because man, we last couple of episodes we've been doing like an hour and something. So
All right.
yeah, we're
So,
at 49 minutes and 48 seconds. So by the time we close it out, it'll be just over 50 minutes.
okay.
So you
Yeah.
can take us away, sir.
Well, let me try this game out real quick. Duke
Oh,
Nukem. No, does not work. So you guys don't have to try it out. I tried it out for you guys.
there we go.
But yeah, that's it for this week. I mean, you guys can get a hold of us on Twitter at Ouya Central TV and at Ouya Brew. If you're a developer and you want to be on the podcast, hit us up. Let us know. We really want to get Ouya developers on here and to talk about Ouya, talk about their game development, and
Pick your brain.
pick
You
your
know,
brain. And we definitely been trying to get J and K on here. Yeah, he lives on the other side of the pond, and it's like a 5 hour difference. So we this 9 o'clock works good for us right now, but it doesn't work good for J and K. So
I just always thought it's because he was a selfish bastard, but
well,
you know,
you know he's gonna hear this, right?
that's
He's
all
gonna
right. That's all
he's
right.
gonna call you out on Twitter.
I look forward to it. At least we'll have some sort of interaction with him.
I mean we get to enjoy his games on the Ouya all the time, and we haven't talked to him yet. We just talked to him on Twitter, and we
That's
really want to
right.
get him on here.
We
And
will. One day we might just have to do this early. Like really
yeah,
early,
I
and get him
mentioned that
on.
to him, try to accommodate him because I mean it's a 5 hour difference, and
Yeah.
it's real late over there. Like sometimes, what I think it's almost 10 now. It's like what almost 3 o'clock in the morning over there. But yeah, that's it for this week. Thanks for watching. You can listen to our podcast on our websites or even on iTunes. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching, and see you guys next week. Thank you.
Have a good one, guys.